Hey guys. Well, the weirdest thing happened to me. It is Friday. It is 3/17, October the 23rd of 2020. So yesterday I did a video. Beautiful video. Lots of stuff happened in the video. And then last night I had another round of semi-insomnia again. So I got up and I worked on editing and I edited and I edited and then I slept for a little while and then I got up at 2 a.m. again and I edited and I edited and then I went to Hobby Lobby, which I realized none of this timeline makes any sense because almost all of it was explained in said video. Let's see, where was I? So I went to Hobby Lobby, took my daughter and we went shopping and did a bunch of little, fun things, la la la, and then I got back home. Now in the meantime, it's raining, it's hailing, the wind is blowing, and so I thought, well, this will be a good day to finish up, the things that I had kind of left at the end of said video. Anyway, so I got home and I completed the editing and I had the music set and I had everything done. Bing, bang. I use PowerDirector. So, what I have to do, because I'm teaching myself how to edit, is my computer doesn't have storage, but I have an external storage device. So when I finish editing in PowerDirector, I have to take out what was downloaded onto my computer from the camera that I'm currently talking to, and then put it in Easy Store, and then reopen PowerDirector, and then it'll grab those files, and then I just hit produce, YouTube, blah, 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 and then things happen. Well, today, instead of saying, would you like to save, as it has always said, and I always click yes, today's message was, do you want to merge? And before I could stop my hand from clicking yes, I clicked yes. So what happened was, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, I'll just do a Control Z. That'll undo it. But no, that option wasn't available to me because I looked frantically, immediately. But what it did is it took all of the files that I had worked on all day today and almost half the night last night, and it replaced them. It didn't merge anything. It just replaced them with the video of me making my jacket. So I looked all over my computer, I looked everywhere trying to find it, I looked all through the files on PowerDirector. It's as if it never happened. So then I thought, well, I guess I'm just going to have to do it all over again. But then reason hit, and I thought, you know what? No, at some point there is this idea of diminishing returns, and I thought to myself, no. I spent way too much time on that particular video, and it was, for me, whenever I edit, it's like a one-off. Like I could never paint a painting twice. I couldn't replicate something twice. My brain does not work that way. I have seen people draw things and then turn right around and draw the exact same. No, I can't do it. And I knew that I would be so brokenhearted that my music clips weren't ending exactly where I wanted them to end with relation to all that splicing and dicing and those little, detailed pulling that video out, clicking where I wanted to erase or elongate or shorten or whatever, and then pushing it all back together again and adding all that, that music and those transitions and all the stuff that I go through and do, which I love to do, by the way, but at the same time I knew there was no way I could ever replicate what I had. So it will live on in my head, and I will give you a quick synopsis of what I did yesterday in the video. I made a glasses case, and in that particular video we talked about how we would line this. I cut it, well, I had two pieces of fabric. I quilted this side using just white thread and a square grid. I think you can see it. Ah, there we go. And on this side I used a tan looking thread, and I did a diagonal this way, a diagonal this way, and then straight up and across, just for a little bit more interest. And then on the inside I just used the same fabric here. I made a separate piece, little tube like this. I folded down the tops and I hand stitched this together. And my glasses, I originally made this for my prescription glasses, but they're in my bedroom and I wanted to be able to show this to you, so I'm using it for my sunglasses right now. I have a couple of ideas for 2 additional glasses cases that I'm going to make that will be a little bit more elaborate, a little bit more, I don't know, just a little bit more. And I haven't, I don't have plans to start on those right now, but I have plans to start on them, just not right now. So that was one thing we did. And then this was the part that was kind of funny. I saturated the 3 Redwork panels that I made with Mary Ellen's Best Press. And I was gonna tell you guys, oh, I don't know what's in this, but I'll just get it, I'll get that information for you. Oh no, I won't. If you know, and I also put this plea on the other video, if you know what is in Mary Ellen, well, what's it called? Mary Ellen's Best Press. This product right here. I mean, it says Tea Rose Garden, and I understand now from digging into it that there are all kinds of scents out there, but nobody knows. It's like a guarded secret as to what is in this. People have tried to replicate it with 0 success. It is the clear starch and sizing alternative. And I don't know, I mean, when you think starch, at least I think potato. Somebody had put that they tried vodka. There is a connection between the two, but it didn't work. I don't know what's in it, but I saturated these 3 and I hung them up outside to dry because the sun was shining yesterday. We're having such crazy weather. It makes you think that everything is going to be okay, and then as soon as you blink your eyes, it's hailing and the wind is blowing and it's cold. So I don't know. Anyway, so they dried outside while on clothespins while I worked on this. I ironed them and I added a piece of fusible interfacing, and at the end of the last video I said we will pick up tomorrow and work on the other 2. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and I forgot. I made a new dress for my pincushion. I don't know why, I just wanted to, and of course now she looks like she's with child. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I'm going to make some different clothes. Gosh, that's the other thing. So I had an opening. I had a box that arrived and some really fun stuff showed up. I got a pack of, I'm styling. So I've already loaded up my rotary cutter with a new blade. There's 10 blades in here. And then I also received the Add a Quarter Plus ruler that is supposed to really help with foundation piecing. I'm still kind of reading it, and I thought we would go through it and do just one block that has nothing, maybe courthouse steps. It just has nothing to do with the project, American Tradition, McCall's pattern. I don't know. I'm just going to grab some scraps of fabric one day and work through this at a quarter plus instructions. It's easy enough to watch it online, but it could be very difficult or different, maybe not difficult, just a different mindset for someone like me who is not a quilter. I know I keep saying that, and yet here I am doing all these weird quilty projects, but I'm not a quilter, I promise. What was the other thing? Oh, the fabric for my sister's pajama bottoms, because these will be pajama bottoms, arrived, and you guys, is this not just darling fabric? It, I don't know if it printed on the, yep, I think it did. Let's see what it's called. A.E. Nathan Comfy Flannel. So here, I'll hold that up so you can see it. I got it on Amazon. It was like $7.98 a yard, I think. Oh boy, that's fun. I will try to remember to link that below. But if you're searching your favorite shops, there you go. Alright guys, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and do this as if I did not do it yesterday. Alright, so I'm going to do the biscuits. You put your fabric right side up, like this, facing you. What is this? It's wet. Oh, I bet it's some, I bet you this bottle leaked. Let's see. Yeah, it's just starch. Okay, it will dry. I'm going to go ahead and just press, get that out of there a little bit. Okay. So, now this is fusible interfacing. It is a lightweight interfacing. It's called Heat and Bond lightweight interfacing for collars and cuffs and oh, I can't remember. It's just a lightweight, very lightweight, but it has glue dots, and I'm going to try to hold this where you can maybe see the glue dots. I don't know, I did it yesterday, but I had more light yesterday. I think you can kind of see it, and here's the thing, if you can't see it, you will definitely feel it. So this is the side right here that has the glue dots. It's very rough, very obvious that that's what this is. The other side, there are no glue dots. It's a smooth side. So this is, the glue dot side is considered the right side of this fabric stuff in this project. And I want these right sides together, just like so. Okay, we're going to kind of pin it. Just going to sew the whole thing all the way around at 1/4 of an inch, or the width of my foot, I guess I should say. That's really not 1/4. I think that's more of an 1/8, but that's all I need. What you do is remove all these pins, make sure they're all out. Now you see, let me get this where it'll focus on that. Right there where those little X's are, the 2 rows of stitching kind of cross each other. Just on the outside of that is where you want to clip this little corner off, like so. All 4 corners. And you do not want to clip into the stitching that you just did. So you're going to be on the outside, not the inside. Okay. And then I'm also going to cut my seam allowances down. All right. Now we have fusible interfacing with the dots on the inside and our fabric with the right side on the inside, and we're going to take the fusible interfacing and the fabric and pull them apart like so. Pretty much right in the middle. You want to be, kind of in the middle. And I'm going to just cut a little, like just right into the fusible interfacing. Not the fabric, just this. And I'm going to insert the scissor blade in there. Okay, and I'm going to just kind of go, like that. So I have an opening here, and I'm going to turn this whole thing so that the right side of my fabric and the glue side of my interfacing are on the outside, but my seams are finished, just like so. I'll just use this knife. It's very dull. Okay, so I'm just going to push these corners out. Now you may poke through this interfacing, but unless you cut it, I think, just a small hole in the back of the interfacing, or back here on the back, won't be an issue. Just, be careful, like I just did that, but just try to be careful. You're really mainly just trying to get that corner poked out, like so, on all four corners. And do not go over to the iron and press this. Don't do it, because you know why. If you did, the glue dots are on the outside now. So if you pressed it, your iron would be completely covered up in these little glue dots. You'd have a big mess. Or if you had it like this, whatever you were pressing on would end up getting this attached to it. So just set it aside. Just don't be tempted to iron it. Alright, so we're going to do this final one. And I'm just going to kind of go through it really fast. Now do be careful, because you can tear this fusible interfacing, and you really don't want to do that. Just kind of gently, and the opening on the back can be large enough, but don't make it so large that it's all the way at the edge of your seam allowance. Just right in the middle is probably the best. And then just kind of carefully push it out like that. And it will hold up if you're careful. I would avoid getting it wet, and certainly, don't get it hot. Push out your corners gently, carefully. Okay, there's that. So we got all three of these done, and remember, do not press. I know that it's just like, it's almost like stopping at a red light, you want to do it, but not today. Alright, so the next thing I have to do is take this beautiful piece of fabric, this red and sort of a creamy off-white ticking, and cut my fabric to size. This isn't really too narrow, is it? Well, then I'll just end up with some extra ticking. That's fine. So I've changed my mind 80, 100,000, billion, trillion times on how I want my panels to go. Well, I'm going to have to think about it because that's kind of a cool look. I drew them all by hand. I could not replicate these again if my life depended on it. I'm not going to say anything if anybody wants to try to copy them, feel free. But I could not make a pattern from this if I had to. All I can suggest is that you get a, if you want something, you know, this rustic looking, go ahead and get yourself a friction pen and test your muslin. Make sure that it will wash out. If not, you're probably going to need to use like a water erasable, the blue water erasable pen. I wouldn't use air erase because unless you can embroider really fast, it might disappear on you. But just practice making your letters. Just, you know, or another thing you can do is print out from your printer. We have a printer, but I, for some reason, don't have access to it. So I can't, like, if I want to print something that I can use for, say, this, I would have to jump through hoops in order to get that to happen. So I just do my own thing, and I'm happy with it. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. They did get bigger. Apple butter started out this size, and then I had to completely redo everything on sweet tea because including the little tiny bowl of sugar cubes and part of the glass of tea. I had to redo those because these letters were so huge, and when I knocked them back, I could bring in the little bowl of sugar cubes and the cup. And then I started doing the letters for the ingredients, and I realized when I got done that they were way bigger than the apple butter. I mean, look at this. It's just a massive disparity there. But you should have seen biscuits. You might be able to. I know there's a video out there. It was huge. The word biscuits was like 5 times as big, and it was 2 cups of flour. Huge letters. So anyway, I had to redo it, which is why I appreciate the Pilot friction pen. If you've never seen one, that's what they look like. I ordered mine on Amazon. And as a reminder, none of my videos are ever sponsored by anybody. I am not affiliated with anyone. I'm never paid to say anything good, bad, or evil about anything, anyone, anytime, anywhere. It's just, this is my stuff. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. All right, so upcoming projects, I will say 10, 23, 20. The first thing I need to do is I've discovered I need to start doing this. And I don't know if you'll see this or not. I'm going to put start, and I'm going to just, every time I start a new video, I'm going to hit this page. and then I'll know where in the lineup of videos that are downloaded, uploaded, whatever, to my computer, that's the new one. So 1023. Okay, so upcoming videos will be Table Runner Redwork. Okay, and I think we know how that's going to work out, because moving forward, I think the hard part's been done. It's going to be like a little quilt sandwich. I will be doing square edge binding, my favorite. I'm going to fall in love with square edge binding. So that's what I'm going to do for this. The second project is going to be Caroline's PJ pants. And I have elastic. Yes, I have the flannel. Yes. So I have everything I need for that. I have the pattern. So here it is right here. So it is McCall's M2476. If you want to sew along with me, it will be coming up very soon, and I will be doing these pants in the farmyard flannel right here, with the chickens and the horse and the ducks and the sheep and the pig and the rooster. I love those two chicken friends. I mean, really, that is just the cutest thing. Oh my God. Okay, so farm pants, or farm flannel. Alright. And then the other thing I need to do is a glasses case. And that's my own pattern, and I'm going to use that little strip of red ticking that I have left. I will also need some warm and natural. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, and I swear, oh, I am working on the, where did it go? Huh. Okay, the homespun Autumn Spice is the name of the fabrics. Table topper, which is a which is a quilted, it's hand quilted, but it is rather large, and it should be, you know, just basically putting it together. But again, I'm going to do a square edge binding. So there we go. We've got Table Runner Redwork, Caroline's PJ pants, a glasses case, and the homespun Autumn Spice table topper. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for your patience and understanding, and I'm going to try to get this video edited and carefully saved, properly put on the computer, and we will meet back up. If not this weekend, it'll be bright and early on Monday. Thank you again, and I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.